Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. We'll kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Alabama's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. You have to live with this result every second of every day for the next year, guys.
Some of the greatest sports talk radio takes place in the state of Alabama because of the rivalry and the trash talk that goes on between Auburn fans and Alabama fans. It is must-listen radio, David. It's incredible.
And it's must-watch TV. Like, no matter what the records are, it seems like it's always a good game. The hate runs deep, and it is a great game to call.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the big fella. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got loose, it was all over. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they find Pay Dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Auburn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
They're going to ride this running back. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, Like, fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw, looking to scramble. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He makes a catch. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bama!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On target. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Gets it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Tigers are flying down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working the big fella downfield and outside. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. He's going to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Alabama pushing the tempo.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape, and then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
Now they're going to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score Alabama 17, Auburn 3.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The option look. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. This offense has a second down play. Here's the handoff. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to SMU.
Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. Running toward the tape. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, from Tuscaloosa to the Plains, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a lot of trash talk in this battle between the Tide and War Eagle. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through two quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number one for that opposing sideline. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. On the move at the 30. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Third down coming up.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback. Offensive. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the gun, running back gets to give. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Comes out throwing on first down. Floats it out in space. At the 40, there he goes. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
45, Auburn, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to run for it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Going up top on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Back to the air one more time. Finds his man down the middle.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The throw. Finds his tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On second down, wants to throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. He got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Running with power. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Tackled, but he has a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Safe completion on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Quickly out to the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Catch in the middle, it's Kamara. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Here comes the option. The pitch. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 16 over SMU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.